Even I need a moment to myself occasionally. Run along now.
We need to know the nature of Faustus's research.
Sup, Ancient One?
Well, I'm pretty sure we just pissed off your mom.
Hey, look who's awake!
Yes, hello.
Good girl, Charlie.
Whatever the good Dr. Faustus was up to spells bad news for us. You have that I want to ask you something, but I'm not sure I should look on your face. Go on, ask.
What does it feel like to fly?
That's not it. You really wanted to ask if Captain Marvel can take you flying sometime.
That would be wonderful, if you do not mind.
I'll put you down on the list. You were the last Midnight Sun to ask. I'm actually surprised Blade wants some airtime.
I am not.
What?
Nothing.
Okay then. This was a blast, Hunter.
Who is a good girl? It is my Charlie girl. Ominous indeed.
When many of the elder gods were corrupted and became what we would call demons, the god Atum, born from Gaia herself, was set upon our world to slay these monsters. In that sense, the two of you have had a shared purpose. Fight well, Hunter, and he may just honor you with his blessing.
You were too weak for this fight. Now that was something. The advantage is mine.
Atum was unleashed and made quick work of the demons, but in the process, he became something of a monster himself. He even became known as the Demogorg, the God Eater.
If this is a cautionary tale, your timing could use some work. I'm impressed. Cannot possibly match your strength. Lilith has sent you here to die. Hope you are prepared.
The Elder Gods are clearly aware of Lilith's efforts. These beasts may look like her children, but they're only illusions meant to test her.
This shall be of great help. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Your mother abandoned you. It is the least I can do. I must have angered them. Our resolve cannot be broken.
I think Blade is honestly jealous that you're getting this extra training in. And with live targets, too.
some for the rest of us. Leave some for the rest of us. Feel my call.
If that doesn't make an impression on Autumn, I don't know what will. Good work, Hunter.
This looks like it belongs here.
With a tomb's help, you shouldn't have any trouble uncovering the more elusive elements hidden throughout the grounds. Why don't you try out his blessing on that stone over there?
He sees our path. Autumn reveals all. Autumn be praised. son of Gaia approves. Something terrible happened here. This area, it feels wrong somehow. I sense an old suffering.
Members of the local coven were persecuted here. And worse.
Witches?
Salem's history with witches may have been distorted over the years, but some things are true. The witches of Salem did their best to thwart Shaw, but he rallied his congregation against them. The catalyst of the infamous Salem witch trials. When the Coven called out in distress, it was Lilith and Sarah who came to their aid.
Caretaker and my mother knew their powers could help others, and they did not hesitate.
Of course not, dear. Your mother was a gifted healer, and Sarah was never one to back down from a fight. They also knew the signs of Chthon's influence, and Shaw's sudden rise to power undoubtedly got their attention.
Chthon's corruption had taken root in the New World just like the colonists themselves.
And while Lilith and Sarah were still preoccupied in Transia, they entrusted one of the moon seals to the Knights of Wondercore, who brought it to the Coven with the hope that its power would reinforce them enough to deal with Shaw.
But that is not what happened.
Unfortunately, no. When the plague came to Salem, the same one that afflicted your father, Shaw used it to further agitate his flock by placing the blame squarely on the Coven.
And the witches?
The mob was vicious. And the rest is history.
But what about the Moon Seal?
After the trials, the Moon Seal vanished along with Shaw. Without drawing any conclusions, I think we can both guess where it went.
If this was his church, then it is possible the seal is still here, or somewhere nearby.
You read my mind. Good hunting, dear.
Was this always here? I may have forgotten a few things, but I feel as if I would remember a decrepit church on the grounds.
You may not remember the structure, but maybe you've heard of the man responsible for it? Hiram Shaw? This was his house of worship, and like a great many things on the grounds, Sarah preferred to keep it in a sort of mystic quarantine. Even I haven't been inside.
Is that all she did while I slept? Seal things off for our protection?
She can be overzealous at times, but in this case, she was right to be wary.
So, what dark secret does this place hold?
When Hiram Shaw first came to Salem, he was little more than a charlatan posing as a preacher. He managed to convince a few desperate souls to join his congregation, and with their help, he broke ground on this church. Whether it was coincidence or fate, in digging beneath the church, Shaw found something that would change the course of all of our lives. A long-forgotten page of the Darkhold.
Do you think Shaw was meant to find that page?
He may not have been the chosen one per se, but I'm sure this place radiated with enough dark energy to reach out to anyone listening.
And Shaw was just corrupt enough to hear its call.
Yes, Shaw was an eager study, consumed almost immediately by the whisperings of Chthon and the Darkhold's power. Nearly overnight, the people of Salem, old and new, were at his threshold, waiting for the word. It's always good to see you.
What do you know about my father?
That's not an easy question, dear. What would you like to know? Was he a good man? Yes, I think he was. Your mother loved him dearly, and he doted over her. I think for a time she forgot who she was, where she came from. And I don't mean that as a bad thing. She and Sarah both deserve to find something more than just another fight with Chthon. Lilith did. Sarah didn't. At least, not for a while longer still. I honestly think that's the only thing she ever had against him, blood or not.
Tell me about Hiram Shaw.
By all accounts, Hiram Shaw was a desperate man. Desperate for power, wealth, influence, the usual desires that cloud men's minds. As I understand it, he was a largely unsuccessful minister before his arrival at Salem, traveling from place to place, swindling whatever followers he managed to gain before being run out of town. To think that a simple man like Shaw finding a piece of the Darkhold was enough to set all of this in motion, it puts things in perspective. Until we speak again.
Autumn thinks otherwise. If it was here, Autumn would show me. This must be Shaw's study. Blessings of the goddess. The goddess must be busy. Autumn does not answer. not like anything I have seen on the grounds before.
And yet, it's familiar somehow.
Like the wards of protection that Wanda invoked to protect Dr. Strange's sanctum?
Very perceptive, dear. Maybe you should approach the good doctor and see if he has any insights. And Hunter, be circumspect. Dr. Strange is no fool. Need something, dear?
Did Wanda ever make it to this place?
I suspect she did. But if she discovered something, she didn't tell me. Goodbye, for now.
Ah, I see. The gods are fickle. Autumn, show me the way. Curious. Agatha, what is this?
The corrupted influence of the Elder God Chthon. But we won't be able to heal the Abbey grounds until we've recovered the Moon Seal, stolen by Hiram Shaw.
Autumn reveals all. Autumn, show me the way. Remind me about the seal?
I think you've gotten ahead of yourself, dear. You'll need to find the moon seal first. A trial awaits you.
Oster smiles upon me. I need to find the next moon seal. There must not be anything here. Must not be her purview. If I remember correctly, this is the grave of Will Walker, a notoriously vicious but effective vampire hunter. Blade would have liked him. She believes in our purpose. The son of Gaia approves. Agatha's house. is this? Chthon's dark influence has tainted this well. Sees our path. Autumn be praised. Was this bowl always here? Almost as if it were meant to be here. It seems my offering was accepted. Autumn must not see it that way. Autumn reveals all. Autumn be praised. He sees our path. That did not work.
lovely, dear. You're a natural. Hello, Hunter.
I have heard that Wanda's power comes from Chthon.
The way I understand it, as a child, Wanda and her family lived in Transia, not far from Mount Wundagore. Within that mountain, the dark god Chthon had long been imprisoned, his corruptive influence an ongoing threat to the people of Transia.
And Wanda was affected?
Whether Chthon reached out to Wanda, or he found her by chance, I can't say. But Wanda was blessed or cursed by Chthon, touched by the power of chaos magic. While he had hoped to make her some sort of acolyte, she proved to be more capable than even he foresaw.
What was Caretaker like when she was younger?
I'm sure it's difficult to remember now, but Sarah wasn't always the steadfast contrarian. In our younger days, she was much more enthusiastic about dashing off to save the day, not unlike some of our younger allies among the Suns.
That does not sound like the Caretaker we know and love.
Keep in mind, Hunter, Sarah has faced a great deal of loss in her time here. Everyone she ever cared about, in fact. I would say she's earned the right to be disagreeable, at the very least. She is a very strong woman. I'm not sure I would have held up as well given the same circumstances.
Who were the Knights of Wundagore?
Another mysterious group of heroes in a world full of mysterious groups. Of course, I'm no expert on Transian history. I do know that the Knights of Wundagore were formed as a response to the growing threat of Chthon's influence near the mountain.
What exactly did they do?
Hydra was hardly the first to dabble in chthonic schemes. Many have tried and failed to awaken the Dark God. Over the centuries, the Knights fought alongside a number of allies who stood against the various crazed worshippers of Chthon.
You were there? At the witch trials?
Not initially, no. If I had been, I like to think I could have stopped them, before it was too late. I sensed something was wrong, and when the witches cried out in distress, I came to Salem as quickly as I could.
But Shah had already committed his crimes against them?
Yes. It was a devastating discovery. And for the longest time, I blamed myself.
But you see now it was not your fault.
I've come to understand that we must accept the past and move on. But that doesn't mean I won't always carry that pain with me.
I know that feeling all too well.
I know. And I wish you didn't, dear. I really do.
What do you know about Transia?
Transia is your ancestral homeland, Hunter. The birthplace of Lilith and Caretaker. It has always been a sort of magical junction, drawing in every type of occultist, sorcerer, and even the occasional elder god. The Abbey grounds still behave in much the same way, even after all this time.
And Wundagore?
Wundagore Mountain has always played a prominent role in whatever scheme was underway. Chthon himself is said to have created the Darkhold, deep within the caverns of the mountain.
What can you tell me about Chthon?
One of the first Elder Gods, Chthon is said to have existed for tens of millions of years, well before the dawn of humanity on Earth. Believe it or not, he wasn't always the bastion of evil that we know today.
This story sounds familiar.
As the legend goes, the downfall of the old gods was actually brought upon by Chthon's brother Set, who found that by consuming his siblings, he could gain their power. After Set consumed Hypus, Chthon followed suit with the others, and in this way, many of the first gods also became the first demons.
And how did he come to be imprisoned on Earth?
In the same way Hydra has worked to restore Lilith, various cultists of the past sought to revive Chthon to wield his power. When Chthon failed to cooperate, these same cultists did the only thing they could. They locked him away again.
Come to see how the patient is faring? I assure you, Hunter, his injuries are minor given the circumstances, and he's convalescing quite nicely due to my expert medical care. I know you'd like to see him, but...
Don't call me that, Eddie. I'm Spider-Man. MJ's boyfriend. Sometimes it's complicated. Go get him, Tiger. Yeah, May? Give me 5 more minutes. Just 5 more weak kicks.
He is slumbering soundly. Best leave him be.
I'm sure he would appreciate a visit tomorrow, though, after a good night's rest.
Interesting.
Glad that didn't turn into a chugging contest. We've got a world to save. That was a worthy hangout, Hunter.
That looks good. Very nice. Is this what you wanted to show me? A mushroom?
Fascinating, isn't it? Some of the rarest species of flora I've ever seen. Carol says there are mushrooms growing in these woods that were thought extinct decades ago. And that tree over there? I'm pretty sure it just winked at me.
I did not realize you were so interested in nature, Tony.
Oh, I'm not. I have terrible allergies. I'm just petrified to be inside.
Tony.
I know. I'm sure it will be all fine in the end. I mean, look at us. First time I laid eyes on you, I assumed you were gonna swallow my soul. And now here we are, two friends enjoying a moment.
A 3-century-old demon hunter and a technological wonder man of the sky. Who could have imagined it?
I appreciate the sentiment, Hunter, but let's never say the words wonder and man in comparison to me again. He's never getting that spark. Well, I suppose it's time to get back to the old Abbey before Caretaker sicks the hounds of hell on us. Well, hound.
Are you sure? I could stay outside longer if...
No, I'm good. Better, in fact. Owe you one. Besides, that tree I mentioned that winked at me before, I think it just took a few steps closer.
Spider-Man would probably appreciate it if you looked in on him. I think he's quite impressed by you.
I am the web-slinging arachnid of justice. I am the fearsome spider who just ruined your day. Wait. Who owns the night? I am the 8-legged bringer of justice. I am Spider-Man! Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Oh, hey, Hunter. Didn't see you there. Everything's fine. This is completely normal. All the top heroes do it, I'm sure.
Do what?
Practice their hero voice. In my case, my spider voice. I figured if I was going to be teaming up with this group, I ought to up my game. Sound more, I don't know, scary, I guess.
Lilith's followers are bound to her in body and soul. Her very blood permeates their veins with the power of the dark god, Cthon.
Right, so maybe boost my inflection, maybe add a little more edge?
If you wish.
I get it. I probably look and sound ridiculous to you. Being ominous and imposing is probably in your DNA. All I have to work with here is a radioactive house spider and predisposition to male pattern baldness.
I actually came here to thank you.
Thank me? For what? And by the way, does this thanks also involve pizza? I have to say battling Eddie always works up the appetite.
If I were to acquire this pizza, who would I give it to? Your identity remains a mystery to us all.
Oh, you want to meet the Spider-Man beneath the mask? Sorry, that's a no-go. My true identity is a closely guarded secret. Not even MJ or Aunt May know for... Wait... I see what you're doing there. Sorry, Hunter, the mask's gotta stay on. I hope that's not gonna make things weird between us.
Lilith's gaze can pierce the soul, as well as your cotton mask.
It's more of a spandex polyester blend, but I hear ya.
And it is not she that concerns you, but us.
Whoa, I never said that. You all have been tops in my book. It's just my secret identity is what helps keep the people around me safe.
In my experience, secrets are what get you killed.
Pretty sure half the bad guys I fight live about 2 subway stops from my apartment. So my secret identity may be the only thing keeping us all alive.
I know this is not easy for you, Spider-Man. The people here are very different from one another. They do not always see eye to eye. But one thing I can say in truth is that I trust them with my very life. Lives.
Wait, did you just say lives, as in plural?
Yes,
I am really gonna enjoy getting to know you, Hunter.
and we would enjoy getting to know you. The real you.
Listen, let me think it over, alright? It's a big decision. Gotta meditate on it. Check my horoscope, roll it around in my head, and maybe we'll talk soon. Cool? Cool. I really need to think this over.
What's good? We don't cook enough around here. Everyone does their own thing. We should have a night where we all bring something to the table. You know, potluck? We could start a weekly tradition. Hey, I make a mean carne asada.
We would be reviving an old custom. Before I died, we did what you call potluck about once a week.
Huh, for real? Just, you and Caretaker?
Agatha was there. So were the original Midnight Suns.
Okay, we're doing this! Give me a few days to put this together. And then, coming soon to an abbey near you, Midnight Suns, the potluckening. Too much?
A bit.
I'll work on it. Always great to hang with you, Hunter. You're like a extra extended family to me. I usually hate picnics, but there were no bugs.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter. Hunter.
Good girl, Charlie.
Oh, you are gonna love this. Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? This should be quick. Got some upgrades for you, hot off the press. Or forge.
Farewell.
Who did you want me to meet?
Hunter of the Abbey, may I formally introduce you to the Hell Ride. I always like to show her to all my friends and just realized that we've been so busy beating back your mom's forces, I haven't had a chance to give you an up-close look at her. Gorgeous, right? Even without the extra hell sauce, she's a beast.
She is magnificent, Robbie. I would very much like to take her for a ride one day.
Oh, man, that's a big no-no from Caretaker. You see, the Hell Ride isn't just a demon on the highway, it's literally a demon. I've tried to convince Caretaker that I've got it under control. But I mean, you see the way everyone treats me. Sometimes I feel more like invisible by day, rattling chains by night. Know what I mean?
You are not a ghost to me, Robbie.
Maybe not. But I have a feeling the two of us are gonna haunt the armies of Lilith anyway.
Carol. I'll run the data immediately.
Run? Bruce, you told me you were on it for days.
I meant process my findings. This coil of yours is no simple substance. There's no one-click option.
I get it. Just get back to me as soon as you can.
You'll be the first I call.
Something amiss, Captain?
Nope, nothing. Just Bruce being Bruce. More importantly, really glad we got Spider-Man back, Hunter. Not sure if you've noticed it, but these end-of-days scenarios really tend to put a damper on morale. It's nice to get a solid win, you know?
The true victory is in stopping Lilith. We must never lose sight of that.
Hey, I didn't stop being a soldier when I slapped on the tights. You don't need to sell me on the importance of the mission. Which reminds me, I should probably get back to it. There's a certain special Hydra mad scientist out there whose face is just begging for a smacking. And these gamma signatures of his don't seem to want to analyze themselves. Talk to you later.
Good day, Hunter.
Caretaker could have at least left me a chair. I can see why you picked that. pain, no gain. Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way.
Even a sorcerer supreme can't rest on his laurels. A good match.
See you around. Hey.
Yo, it's good to see you.
The legend walks among us.
With all of the artifacts and equipment Hydra has been absconding with, it was inevitable we'd catch them unloading equipment somewhere. You'll have to move quickly if we're going to recover any of their equipment.
Let's knock it out.
That's the spirit.
A moment.
Just what this battle requires.
Hail that!
I'm just amazed you can pull that off without some kind of sacrifice first. How about this one? I could have made that so much worse.
Mother of Demons is forced to rely upon hired hands occasionally.
We have the upper hand for a Hydra!
Clouded my senses.
I hope you're feeling strong today, because you're going to have to deal with one of the Fallen.
You will suffer for that!
You think Will...
They've armed one of the crates. It's going to explode if you don't get that key. You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others.
Whatever works.
You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others.
Power of the light.
You're too strong for you. Stop your struggling.
Oh, disgusting.
As ordered.
Resistance is irritating.
That's not good.
You can't just scare me off, you know.
They're almost here. Hold position.
Perhaps if someone...
Another of the crates is armed to detonate. Get to that key card.
You have earned this.
Weak, even for Hydra.
was the last crate. Wipe out the remaining Hydra forces, and let's get you home.
Going for it.
Not bad. Not great, but not bad.
Keep your hands to yourself. Gross.
Our friend is down. I am not myself.
Poor Eddie, all but consumed by an insatiable alien symbiote. This won't end well for you. The endless search for wealth and power with just a tinge of fascism. Hydra will never change.
Right back in it.
The light will heal you.
Aw, that's thoughtful. That wasn't bad.
This shall be of great help.
You are within our reach. No scampering away.
I've managed to get myself caught.
Even we have our limits. Anyway.
I think we missed a step somewhere. I'll give it a whirl. Ever been punched in the face by a god? Today might be your lucky day. This must happen to you all the time.
Prepare yourself. It's remarkable how well Hydra manages to attract new recruits despite decades of ineptitude.
It's hard. Forward amorphous.
What was that?
Has anyone ever heard the expression, kill it with fire?
You had your chance to escape. As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me.
Let's give it a go. Let's... I hope this is one of the stronger arms. We did come all the way here for a fight.
Look how fragile you are!
I cannot get free!
Better not stain my cloak.
Spider-Man must have the patience of a saint to tolerate Venom's grotesque ramblings for so long.
Watch.
Interesting tactic.
I mean, did you really expect to win?
You've invoked the wrath of the Lord.
Maybe I should try that spell.
Your time has come.
Fragile, but not as fragile as you. No pain.
Move with me!
That's one shipment Hydra won't be receiving.